So the shift knob that comes with your Miata stock is not a bad shift knob. It's weighted pretty nice. It's a little small. You know, it finds your hand well. But when you start going out on the track and you start racing, or you want a more performance sort of feel, or you know, more area to grab with the shift knob, then you know, you're going to have to look at upgrading to a different knob. There's tons of knobs out on the market. Basically, any knob that has an M10 1.25 thread will work on our Miata. However, not all those knobs are really designed specifically for your Miata. So that's where ours come into play. Our knobs are designed specifically for the Miata, based on the Miata shifter, and also designed with the racer in mind. They were designed and built as a prototype by me. First I started with an aluminum core and got the feel right, got the height right, and my key to developing this knob was to use a grip that was grippy and tacky, that held your gloves good when you were racing, as to not slip off of the shift knob, because that's critical in a race. If you miss a shift in a spec Miata race, you're finished. You're going to get swamped, and it's hard to make that time back. So missing a shift, it's pretty bad. So that's why I originally developed the bronze shifter bushing as well. It's because I missed a shift starting from the pole, and I got swamped and was never able to catch back up. One mistake in spec Miata, the guys are too good. You're never going to catch up. So anyways, all this development is from my racing experience. And with racing, I never could find a shift knob that I liked, you know, and settled on. So what I did is I made my own, and based off of the bicycle, mountain bike, or dirt bike style of grips that are out there, and that's where mine's different. So I don't go with a fully formed, you know, CNC cut aluminum knob or anything special. We just produce a nice solid steel core that's heavy. It's got the perfect height, and we can slide a mountain bike grip onto it of our choosing. And we've gone through a whole bunch of different grips and found the one we really like the best for racing. Although we did come up with one for style too. And that one we actually came out with first before I released the racing knob, because I was still testing the racing knob. I wanted to give it about a year's experience in my race car before I felt comfortable putting that on the market. So what that ended up leading to is us creating the Vans heavyweight shifter for the Mazda Miata. So the Vans shift knob, it's called a Vans shift knob because it takes the pattern of the Vans skate shoe. It's a waffle pattern, and it looks pretty cool on the bottom of a shoe. So ODI, the grip company that created the mountain bike handlebar grip, is the one who developed this grip style. And we thought it was pretty cool, and it was pretty stylish, so we started offering this as our first shift knob. There wasn't much to prove in terms of race car worthiness. It was kind of just a fun experiment, and it actually turned out being like a pretty good knob. So what we did from there was develop the grip shift knob, and that's what I'm going to show you next. So the grip shift knob uses a foam, very soft, very tacky, sort of tacky as in sticky. It's not sticky like you know, hockey tape or anything, but it's sticky in the way that it will stick to your glove. And this is our knob that we created for the race car in specific. This is the one that we tested for a year on track and got it perfect to where we liked it. We've actually added custom end caps for the top to finish it off for a nice style, clean looking top here. We're pretty sure you all know how to shift gears 1 through 5 or 1 through 6 in reverse, so there's no need for us to really put that on here unless you guys think it's good and we should do that. So the nice cap is made out of aluminum, and it's got our logo laser etched on here, but you could also see that it's got a finish ring also. And this ring is not integral to the shift knob, it's just a finish ring to complete the look and the feel of the shift knob. And we offer these in a variety of colors. Basically every color that ODI offers, we offer too, and we keep in stock. So inside our shift knobs is a steel core, and this core is specially designed. I designed this myself, taking specific measurements from the shifter itself, and also with the grips too to ensure that it's the proper length and height. So we have a clean looking setup, and it's drilled specifically and threaded specifically for the Miata shifter. So while it might fit on other vehicles, it might not look exactly the same on those vehicles as it does a Miata, and that's because I created it based off of the Miata shifter, which I have right here. So the Miata shifter simply threads right on. And you can tighten this to your heart's content. The steel against steel is not going to strip. And you can see how I designed this to come as close as possible to the bottom of this shifter throat and shroud area here. And we did that because we wanted to get this knob as low as possible onto the shifter here, so your shifter boot could hopefully meet up with it and not leave too much of a gap. Although that could happen depending on the condition of your shifter boot. And this knob it's pretty heavy. The core is heavy on this, and that is to help throw the shifter into gear. So basically the momentum of this shifter works based on this pivot ball, and then when you have a heavier knob, it goes into gear and out of gear easier because of that weight on top. So it basically provides like a pendulum effect in reverse. Like a clock would work like this with the heavy weight on the bottom. It's the opposite with the shifter. It's a pendulum effect in reverse, so it goes forward and backwards like that. And with this heavy weight on the top, you can just really kind of flick it and it'll go into gear and flick it back out of gear. And it just makes the throw easier. And that is the concept behind a heavyweight shifter. So our shift knobs are made to order, and the reason they're made to order is because we offer all the variety of clamp colors that ODI offers. And with this, you can choose when you order which color clamp you want on your shift knob. So basically, all of the grips are going to be black, whether it's the grip or the vans. And you get to choose your color of ring or clamp finish ring on the shift knobs. So basically we have a white checkered, white, black, chrome, gray, orange, blue, red, purple, green, and gold. So my favorite, of course, is going to be the green, because 5X Racing colors are green, black, white, and gray. But also the blue is a nice looking color combo. We've created a white one here for a customer tonight. We have a blue for the grip right here. We have a red for the van style right there. And we're also going to throw some surprises at you with special editions like this green grip with the black ring. This is what I run personally in my Spec Miata race car. It tends to get a little dirty from the use of your hands and the dirt on your hands, but some simple dish soap and water washes it perfectly clean. Also, we're going to be offering a very limited edition neochrome and purple Vans ring. This is a beautiful titanium sort of heat finished looking ring with a purple grip, surely to please some of the lady racers out there that we know shop with us. Brittany would like this one. She's my wife and who runs our business for us, essentially. And then we're going to throw in a couple of these fighter grip style special edition knobs. And these are basically going to carry the ODI logo because this is a molded top that's included in the grip. And this ring is actually molded in on the bottom. So there's no color combos here, except that it's just a pretty hardcore, really nice, soft, textured knob. It's dark gray basically, but it looks black kind of from a distance. And then we have the gray edition of that same knob. And this is a really comfortable knob. Okay, so the concept of replacing a shift knob on a Miata is as simple as just unscrewing the stock knob and screwing your new shift knob on. In this case, we're screwing on the 5X grip shift knob. And you can crank these pretty good because they're steel. And we've taken great pride to try to guess the orientation of these shift knobs correctly on our bench when we build them. And in this case, it looks like we got it pretty close. So we aim to have that ODI emblem on the grip facing towards you, and the O on the top facing the correct direction, and of course the clamp bolt on the back, so where you can't see it. So we're going to highlight the action of the shifter. Action by term is how it works, how it throws through the gears. So as you can see, it's a much taller shifter. There's my hand for reference. So it's going to be about equal with the palm of your hand away from the column, away from the bezel here. And the extra weight and leverage on it makes it really easy to row through the gears. So just throw it first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then this car we have a 6-speed, so we go back to 6. And the extra weight, it kind of bullies the shifter into gear. It doesn't wait for it to give you that click click. It'll just go right through. So this is a good thing. It might sound counterintuitive to say it bullies it into gear, but that's not necessarily true, because what you're doing is you're getting a good solid into gear feel from this, and then when you come out of gear, it hurries it out of gear. So you're not having to work this and tell it where to go. It's already trying to find that gear. And next we have the Van's shift knob, which in the same way just screws right down onto your shifter. It's an M10 by 1.25 thread, which is what your Miata shifter is threaded for. And the good thing with the Van shifter is the orientation doesn't matter, because these are lock-on grips. So what you can do is just get your standard Allen key and loosen the 2 clamps, and then rotate the clamps into position where it's oriented correctly in your car. And in this case, we would have to twist it probably about almost half, quarter turn around to get it to where that O is facing us, and the Allen bolts are not visible. But very simple install, and a very nice finished piece in your car. So we're going to have some of those special edition knobs listed on the site after this video. They're not going to be on the site forever, so if you're watching this and it's way later after the video is posted, they probably won't be available. So get them while you can, and hopefully you saw this video early. And we're going to continue with stuff like that because we find it fun. I like finding cool things. If it's grips, different style of grips that they come out with that I can try, I'm going to try it out and we'll see if it works. If you guys like it, we'll keep it on the site. If you guys don't like it, then it's just a fun little project for us. Comments below if you want to let us know what you think. We'd appreciate that. And to subscribe. We're going to try to build this channel, so subscribing is the key to that.